Hello, collective, and welcome to another reading. This is just to tune in to the energy today, receive messages from the divine. In the setup, it was quite extensive, and I've just added that as an additional bonus reading because it breaks down a couple of messages. But today, very much time travel. We are unlocking something, we are unlocking the self that was clear about what it wanted. We are unlocking the true you. And that is the treasure, is it not? So I feel like a lot of opportunities are about to unlock, and we're going to get a lot of flow coming towards us. And Spirit is suggesting that we take time and remember the value of taking time. Many of us have been sitting in a void for a while. So when doors open, opportunities come, we can maybe be too excited. And also we don't want to hold ourselves back because, hey, we have been waiting for this for a while. You know what I mean? But tread with that inner light of everything that you have learned in this time apart, which brings us to today. I don't know, separation or the end of separation is definitely a theme. We've got the masculine and feminine here, very clearly separated as I was setting up, and that's why I've added that supplement. So if this messages speak to you, feel free to go and check that out. It's on the channel, but we're going to dive right into it. So we've got the divine feminine here with the message of enlightenment and keeping to our inner child, holding our inner child, our joy, our light, our peace. What have we been fighting for, divine feminine? Well, we've been fighting for peace, and the only way peace can happen is when we stop fighting. So we've learned to come back to that place of open abandon and curiosity, even if we have only found it in moments still by ourselves, if we found it in moments with a small collective, if we found it in a community. You know how you are, what's worth for you. You are now illuminated in a new light, and you're going to gain your wings, divine feminine. We are flying into the manifestation of what you have been working for and what you have been fighting for. There is the return of Aphrodite. We have been attuning our energy fields to unlock the gift. The gift, the key. Wow. The gift that has, maybe I'm getting held back your arm, lifting up your hand, saying, I'm here, I count, I matter, I am. Right, divine feminine? And you have been working that energy field, and I just love how, you know, the fire is what we've been doing in the hidden, and it is the balancing of the light and the waters, the air element, the peace, the serenity, the clarity, understanding our worth, the knowing our truth, the trusting our steps. Oh my goodness, key. Okay, I had not seen these keys, but the mermaids know. It was so funny. I really felt them, and even the fairies. So there's a golden light coming for you, Aphrodite. You are walking in the light as the divine feminine number 13, which is a warrior of peace. And she is in her waters. This temple that is her body is water and light, matter, physical, dimensional, multidimensional. And they're encouraging with joy. I feel that people maybe coming, as more light is being exposed or given, you are being shown maybe where you've been holding back waters now return, because there's a safe container for it, or you don't mind standing in deeper waters, beloved. It's a journey. We allow ourselves to go deeper and deeper. And that is the work that you've been doing. The 6 in the Lovers. You've been keeping yourself contained. You've been clearing your aura. You've been working on your health, investing in your health. Look at your fire. And that is what creates the balance. I absolutely love it. And you are sitting on a treasure chest. You are the treasure chest. And it says here, the gift, the treasure, the reveal of your self-worth is now. So I'd love to share with you just a highlight of a channel that came through that I'll be sharing soon on my Facebook group if you'd like to join. The information is down below. I'll be sharing that over a 3-day period. And that was channels I got from Isis, Hathor, and Lilith, Divine Feminines. When we tapped into the field and we asked a couple of questions during this whole journey of building the Arise Academy. So if you're interested in that personal journey, that is all there on that group. So let's have a look at any clarifier, spirit, that you would like to give for. Wow. Okay. So the Ace of Wands is lit. Wow. Okay. And I'm getting a clear picture that you're just taking that Ace of Wands, Divine Feminine, and you're like, I'm cutting through these spider webs. I am using my sword, which is fire. All this work that I've been doing on myself, all this work, all this work I've been doing on myself, that I've been keeping myself in a false prison. I think you're going to find that the prison you had kept yourself in, that's it, that had kept you in poverty is now going to reverse. And you unlocking your 8. You are unlocking the abundance that you've been longing for. That you've been longing for, Divine Feminine. And that community, that love, is going to start gathering around the gift. I just love that it's mermaids, because it's kind of like, at least that's been my experience. That's been my kind of poverty. It's like, I find you fascinating. I find you, you're an ocean, but then it gets too deep and, right? And then, but now people are like, wait a minute, it's under the water. That's the key. You can't ask a divine feminine to not be deep and delicious and herself, and then say it's too salty. So interesting. We have burned away, beloved, every preconceived judgment, every scare tactic that has kept us in not being who we are. We have stayed. We have unlocked our own treasure. It's our longing. We've got the swords. We know what to do. We know what to do. So no longer are these surrounding us in our thoughts. We've got the right thoughts. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Moon. And Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. That's an important message for the Divine Feminine, I feel. So Yeah. Okay. There we go. And this one was a hidden one. There we go. So that was interesting how that was just laid there by. Okay. Okay. Divine Feminine. This is going to be for those that this serves. I'm seeing the clarity of this for myself. So a new way is being shown. New light is being shown for your desires. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, we've got the 10 of Cups here, but they're in reverse. You have realized that you are all of it. You have realized that you are the gift. So, but your abundance is in your service, and you also know that about yourself. So the key for you is you've got all the right thoughts, trust in it. No weapon or enemy against you will prosper. They've laid down their thoughts. So you're free. The portal is open. However, the moon, which is the subconscious, always realize that you have unconscious, unknowing things about this. And what Spirit is saying is, keep close to your heart. Keep close to your heart. Keep serving from your heart, your treasure. Your pathway is guided, but it's unknown. So in whatever steps you take, Divine Feminine, take your time. Remember yourself through time. Know what it's cost you, but allow for that childlike energy to serve. Okay? So we're going to leave it there because this one that was a sneaky one. And that's it. You've been very programmed, Divine Feminine. We, all of us, really, because we are all Divine Feminine, okay? We have been programmed to really have to work very hard and settle for very little. So the opportunity is opening. We want to always take our time and come to center and know that this clear connection with the crown chakra is always going to lead us to the truth of who we are, which is the balance. So take your time. Take your time. And I think that's complete for Divine Feminine. We're going to jump into Divine Masculine. And we'll be clarifying with the normal tarot. So we have desire. Divine Masculine desire. Schuilplaats. Hidden places, privacy, personal space, respecting boundaries and taboos, and the magic of the Kohelan Druid. Okay. So Divine Feminine, I feel that we are entering into the psyche or space of the masculine. We're sneaking over. It's so interesting in this reading as I'm seeing it. It's like she's like tiptoeing over. It's like I'm going into I'm still butting in somehow, okay? But the good news, feminine, is we kind of are, and he is dreaming of you, being with you, longing for you, right? And that is true in our everyday masculine. So, for example, how this may translate in your everyday life is that there you go. You may be noticing that, okay, you're grateful, you've done all your spiritual feminine work, but hey, like, when is the good stuff coming? When is the breakthrough coming? And it's kind of like, oh, it's not the sunshine and roses it may have appeared to be. And I'm longing for that truth. I'm longing to end that separation. And we know that that separation is truly us being the full of us. So, Spirit, share with us how we can make this. We got choices on the high priestess. So we're being invited to understand that that which we desire desires us. That has been coming through so clearly to me the last week. Over and over again, I heard that phrase. And Spirit keeps saying, and this is the crowning cards of the masculine. Okay, so this is interesting. Just in the way I'm reading it, I can see that the masculine is all over the place, right? I can feel that the divine feminine, it feels much more structured. So she's much more solid in the observer role. But there is necessity to take time because the masculine seems a little bit discombobulated. So allow yourself to just be there. And this is what I'm feeling is the main message for the divine masculine at this time. And for us is that the divine feminine is so ready to be seen, is so present and powerful and can no longer be seen. Actually, she's been revealed. Okay, so we know now that the divine feminine is the key, but we're no longer willing to do things as we've done before. So we want to be careful, because our desire is so strong. And what the crowning cards from yesterday's reading, and there'll be a link below if you're interested in seeing that, except the audio is terrible. So, but if this really resonates with you, Divine Masculine, and you'd like to know more, I think yesterday's reading was very Divine Masculine, very solar, very action-oriented, very, okay, what do I do next steps? And the crowning cards was this beautiful fairyland, which was, there is a whole world around you that you do not see because you only know your experience. You've only seen the light or the little candle that's right in front of your face and it's glowing up and it's beautiful. But you are treading on the ground. First of all, the message is to me that this is a very loving garden. However, you want to really give yourself permission to understand that you don't know what is just over there, but all the light you need, if you stay attuned to your inner light, if you stay attuned to also the inner waters and the inner light. And I love these two. Look at that. The divine is saying, if you will just focus in on that inner light, you will have all the light you need in your emotional body, divine masculine, in all those processes of my life needs to be worth something, all this effort and all this work I'm putting into my life, and I'm still not having what I desire. The message of the divine is, go to your hiding place. Learn, as the divine feminine has learned, to find that alone so that you are so clear and that you are so pure. And yeah, that's the little bit of the invasion. It's like, I want to be with you, and I know I need the space because a whole new magic is being revealed to me, Divine Masculine. Okay? A whole new revelation is happening for me, a magic that I have not seen. the divine feminine in her love, the divine feminine in her heart chakra. I've been watching her over time. I've been taking my time in separation. So even divine feminine, if you think they're not around, they are watching. They are wanting to know what's true. They are wanting to know the I am. And they've been longing. They've been longing, okay? But they're looking for that inner truth. They need to trust themselves. And you know what, divine feminine? I can speak only for me, but I also really need a person that knows the truth for himself. I'm not going to be convincing nobody of nothing at this point of my journey. You know, that's a very strong fruit of what's come out of our collective divine feminine journeys, which is that recapturing of I'm allowed to feel what I feel, I know what I know, I am the magical, multidimensional way shower, and I'm this delicate human being that cries and feels and also is walking in the dark with a simple candle of what I know, doing the best I can, making the best choices I can make. Spirit is saying, you know the right choice. Trust your hiding space and know that there must be the space where each goes by themselves to find their own magic. And that brings us to the collective storyline. Okay, with very few cards, very few explanations, but we can dive a little deeper into that. Okay, Spirit saying there'll be another video, but so if you want that, you can continue. But the main collective one congruent storyline that I see here is that the divine feminine has been doing her work, has uncovered her gift, that she is the gift. There is the longing. The longing is now mutual. But the boundaries have changed. And each has understood the need for this hiding place where we found the magic of he can meet her there. He meets her there. She's learning to come less from mind, using her mind to know herself, and coming from the heart. The feminine is feeling and loving in a whole new way. And it brings the sunlight. That's what he's looking for. That's what he's looking for. But there's so many choices. This is it. And that's why we must go inside and know for ourselves, balancing and unlocking the high priestess. Okay, we're going to be diving into the divine masculine even further, finding out what's going on. Okay, and how are we going to get over that? Oh, goodness. All right, see you later.